All right, let's get ourselves started here with 794. 794, you'd like to know from the 16th until the 18th, thoughts and feelings. Let us see. All right. So we have the energy of thinking about working together and making something more obvious. When we have the strength card coming forward, we're wanting to create opportunity of movement, of connection, of good energy and progression, but we don't want to force something. We want something to just kind of move forward at its natural time and space. We don't want things to be in difficult energy. We just want opportunity of connection and flow to come forward. And so when we get into that energy, and then we also have the judgment card coming forward here, we get into the mindset of saying, okay, well, I'm thinking about how I can make an obvious move. I'm thinking how I can make a very well thought out move. I'm thinking about how we can make something be shown, right? We're wanting to have an opportunity of connection, of flow, and of progressing forward without making something feel forced. The Three of Pentacles then wants to work together. We are thinking about a way that we can create, work together, build some sort of trust, structure, stability, have an opportunity here of movement, and just kind of be in a place that feels very connected. And so when we get into this combination with the idea of the Three of Swords, we're thinking about how we can create this, but then also be in a place where we're not going to create anxiety. We're not going to create difficulties. We're not going to create any sort of hardship in doing so. We just want to have an opportunity to move forward in a very smooth and calm manner. So this is them being in a place of thinking about how to connect with you, make something be known, and just really thinking about creating a sense of flow and balance energy between the two of you, and to have a way to kind of connect in a deeper manner. Now, when we have this energy in this combination come forward, they can definitely be feeling a lot of worry with this Three of Swords, but feeling a sense of trust and confidence in a connection between the two of you, but maybe just worry about what they could say or how they could get something to come across could also be a bit of an issue there as well. But really just thinking about connecting with you, making something known, and finding a direction to move forward here without difficulties. So we have the true love card coming forward. So they're saying that they feel a very true and genuine connection there to you. We also have, I hope to bump into you every day. That's going to be more of that Three of Pentacles energy, a desire to connect, a desire to see flow, a desire to be in each other's energy, and kind of have this movement of opportunity, of building up in a good manner. And then we also have your number, IG handle, etc., etc. I have it memorized. So this is them putting you on a bit of a you are important to me pedestal. To be able to memorize this and put it out there to somebody is important. It's not something that's coming forward for everybody, that we memorize everything of theirs or we memorize a way to reach out to them. Usually we just kind of do that on autopilot. So it does kind of put a higher level of importance. And then also just to have this energy coming forward here with the Strength card is like, I want to do something with ease. I don't want to do something with difficulties. I want it to be able to come forward as though it's like, it's already memorized, it's already there, it's already, something in place. It's not going to be difficult or feel like an issue to connect. We just want to have an opportunity for flow states of energy to come forward. So that's how I see them coming ahead here in terms of their thoughts as well as their feelings. If anybody is interested in having a personal reading here today, check out the website, temperanceandsage.com. We are doing the live personal readings here right now. So if you are interested in having a personal reading here today, check it out, temperanceandsage.com for the live personal readings. Let's go ahead here for 796. 796, you'd like to know, what did they think when he saw the recent video of you? Let us see. What did he think when he saw the recent video of you? Let us see. All right. So there's a very intrigued energy that comes forward here with this Page of Swords, thinking, I want to know more. What led up to this video? What happened after this video? Did you post this video or, present this video purposely for me to see? Was there an intention behind it? There's more of like the multiple questions left unanswered sort of direction that comes forward with the Page of Swords, because we're wanting to figure something out. We're wanting to find the answers and connect in a certain way. We're wanting to create a space of flow energy to come forward there. And then when we also have the idea coming forward here, the Five of Wands are very conflicted. I want to see something come ahead. I want to connect, but I don't know how to create movement or create flow. So they could say, I want to reach out and ask more questions about this video, but I don't know if this is something that is good for me to reach out, or if it's something that's going to be bad. I don't know if this is something that I should be connecting with you over, or did you mean for somebody else to see it? Or, like there's so many conflicting back and forth energies that's coming forward here, because we're wanting to take some sort of step forward. We're wanting to connect in a particular manner, but then we get this sort of pushback here where something just doesn't feel like a complete sense of flow when it comes to moving forward. Now, when we get into this energy coming forward with a star, there's a sense of hope that comes ahead. The video makes them feel hopeful, like there's maybe a way to connect, or there's a way to make something happen, or like the doors are trying to open here in terms of the energy between the two of you to create some sort of opportunity. So it's like that allows them to kind of expand their hopes, or be in a place of desire when it comes to you, or be in a place of excitement when it comes to you. Instead of being just completely down in the dumps, it makes them want to be in this place to think about the good possibilities to take action. The Ace of Cups brings forward emotional connection, and with the Emperor, we're wanting to take a step forward. We're wanting to take a chance. We're wanting to see how something can happen and how things can move ahead. So I would say with the video, it seems like they're coming forward and thinking, I'm very conflicted. I want to take action and see what could come forward from it, but I don't know if this is something that I should, take a chance on or not. It makes them be very passionate and think, okay, I want to be able to create a direction between the two of us and to have an opportunity, an avenue to explore something. And it makes them feel very intrigued to like connect. But again, we kind of get into this place of saying, is it the right time? Is it the right place? Was this meant for me to see? Is there more information behind the video? We kind of get into this like, as much as we're hopeful and excited to act on the video, we're also in a place of kind of doubt and held back energy, conflicting, because we're wanting to know more about what happened, or we're wanting to know more about the behind the scenes, rather than just being there and present and good to go on it. So that's what I would say. So if anybody is interested in having a personal reading here today, check out the website, temperanceandsage.com. We are doing the live personal readings here right now. So if you are interested in having a personal reading here today, check it out, temperanceandsage.com, for the live personal readings. Alrighty, let's go ahead here for 797. 797, you'd like to know, what is it that you have to learn from your future connection with Fabian? Let us see. All right. So when we have the Three of Pentacles energy with the Page of Pentacles coming forward, it talks about being able to build up, but building up at a slow pace, building up in a place that feels like friendship, building up in a place that feels stable. And so this is basically learning the value of the connection, or learning the value of something at its basic formations, which can say that maybe the connection never really has to go to a deeper place. It kind of remains to an aspect of like a surface level connection, because we are finding the value in working together or being around each other or building up the start of something. But we don't see a 10 of Pentacles come forward. We don't see anything beyond the 3 when it comes to Pentacles. And so it's just kind of like the foundation or the baseline of something. And so we're learning how to find the value in the basic level of the connection. And when we have the Page of Wands coming forward here, especially with the 7 of Cups, the idea of adventure or passion or taking a chance on something, seeing how something can take many different shapes and forms, which can say that maybe you go from friendship to romance to friendship to strangers to friendship, right? Like we can go back and forth here when it comes to this connection, and it goes in multiple different forms as you progress forward through time. But again, we are just finding the value in the baseline aspect of it. The 10 of Cups comes forward to find happiness, but I don't really see it as something that we're learning to find happiness when it comes to this connection. I think it's learning to find the value here now so that we can kind of project forward into the future to say what we truly want to see come ahead, right? What do we see come forward from this connection now that tells us what do we want in the long haul? Not what we want from this connection, but what does it look like for 10 years from now, 20 years from now, when you want from connections in general, kind of giving you the point of what's going to bring you happiness and learning to recognize that. Kind of like you try oatmeal to learn you don't like oatmeal and you'll stick with cereal, right? There's certain combinations of oatmeal that you can like, but you're just going to stick with cereal instead. It's kind of like that. We're learning how to have the basics of the connections. We're learning how it can take multiple different forms. We're learning a new adventurous aspects and where we want to shift and change to move forward in the future. What we want to see in terms of values for happiness, stability, and longevity, and where we want to kind of change our compass here in terms of moving forward instead of just being in the place and focus where we're at and not seeing that progression ahead. So to kind of break it down, you are learning from this connection what you like for the future and what you don't like, and how to let go of connections but also build it up, how to realize that there's certain aspects of a connection that is always going to remain where it's at and not necessarily build up beyond a particular point. And to just kind of learn from it in a space that says, this is what I like, this is what I don't like, this is where we can find value in the simple things and make short-term changes in order to kind of see where we want to go moving forward. I don't really think that there is a very deeper meaning here in terms of the energy beyond recognizing I like it, I don't like it, this is where I see myself growing, this is where I see myself taking a step back, and kind of shifting and changing as you move forward in life depending on how you feel about this connection, right? It's kind of like, let's call it the first year of high school, where you can take the sciences, you can take the arts, you can take the music classes, and you see everything of what is possible. And then you get to go from there to see what do you truly want to focus in and take for the remainder of high school, rather than it being something that you're going to be completely stuck in the sciences all the time, right? It's that sort of energy that I see coming forward here when it comes to this combination. Wheel of Fortune, though, as well, I would also talk about the idea of letting go rather than it just being something that is completely in your control. Because the Wheel of Fortune talks about learning of the cycles, the ups and downs, rather than it being something that's completely set in stone there as well. So that's what I would say. So if anybody is interested in having a personal reading here today, check out the website, temperanceandsage.com. We are doing the live personal readings here right now. So if you are interested in having a personal reading here today, check it out, temperanceandsage.com for the live personal readings. Let's go ahead here for 798. You'd like to know what's coming for you in love this week. Let us see. All right, so we see slow progress, but definitely a stubborn energy with the Four of Cups as well as the Nine of Wands coming forward. It is definitely a very stuck and stubborn energy rather than allowing things to flow and move ahead. When we get into this difficult space here added on with the Knight of Pentacles, it is a very slow one step in front of the other rather than having an opportunity here of moving forward incredibly quickly. It is just things moving forward incredibly slowly, one step in front of the other with little progress. But then we have this hope that comes forward with the Empress. We have this hope, this passion, this desire for more, this want to see something change. But then we kind of get into the stuck energy here rather than allowing movement forward. So I would basically say we have slow movement coming ahead in terms of your love life. We have this embodiment of the Empress of like, we personally want growth. We personally want opportunities of more. We want to see something shift and change. And so we're projecting that out into the universe, but we're not necessarily seeing that same energy meet us, which is why we're getting this sort of stuck, held back, restricted energy rather than the opportunity of movement and flow. And so it seems like you are feeling maybe more empowered within inside of yourself. You're feeling more passionate, you're feeling more excited, or feeling like things are more in your kind of ballpark to make something happen. But then feeling the sense of held back energy around you of like maybe other people aren't taking the steps forward as quickly, or other people aren't creating the sense of like movement and flow and value in the way you feel like you could take the action or you could take the shot forward. So let's go ahead and see for your message cards. We have I see you glowing. So people are recognizing you are in this Empress energy. We have separation. So there's that sense of distance, that stubborn energy there as well. So like they're recognizing that you are in a really beautiful energy. I can't get enough of you. Also recognizes that Empress energy, the desire to connect. But then we again get into this kind of stuck energy of the separation with the idea coming forward of the Four of Cups as well as this Nine of Wands, of getting held back, of getting stuck, of not being able to create movement forward and just kind of being in this place of restriction. So I see more of like you feeling great, but the energy around you maybe not necessarily matching you. And even though we're in this one step at a time trying to create forward movement with the idea of the Knight of Pentacles, we're still kind of held back in energy here with the idea of the Four of Cups as well as this Nine of Wands, where maybe we're not seeing too much movement, but kind of recognizing that people are interested here, but just not really seeing the movement that you would like to see come forward. So maybe some attention, but not necessarily anything shifting and changing here as of yet. So that's what I would say. So if anybody is interested in having a personal reading here today, check out the website, temperanceandsage.com. We are doing the live personal readings here right now. So if you'd like to have a personal reading here today, check it out, temperanceandsage.com for the live personal readings. Alrighty, let's go ahead here with 799. 799, you would like to know thoughts and feelings. Let us see. All right. So with the Ace of Wands as well as with the Ten of Wands, we're thinking of resparking something. We want to create a spark, a passion, excitement, a desire. We want to create some sort of movement. We don't want something to be stuck and stagnant. We want to have an opportunity of difference to come forward. And so with the Ten of Wands energy, we feel maybe a heaviness or a responsibility on our end to take action. They're seeing this as like, it's my need or it's my opportunity now to take action. It's something that I should do. This is something that is in line with what I want, right? The Lover's card as well as the Ace of Wands. I have the passion, I have the desire to make something happen here. And so it's within my need right now to take action, to create flow, to create this opportunity here today. And with the Eight of Pentacles, they're thinking about how they can create a sense of movement so that more can come forward rather than it being just something that is a one-time thing. They want to have an opportunity here to create a sense of like more energy, more value, more passion, more excitement, more desire. We need to see something move ahead and create a sense of value in the more. So they are feeling a passion towards you, an excitement, a desire comes ahead very strongly with this combination. We're in a place here of definitely feeling a strong empowerment energy with the Magician. I can make something happen. I can see something come forward. I can see an opportunity come ahead here. And so they're in a space of being very much in this passionate, empowered energy when it comes to you. The Ten of Wands, though, with the idea of the Lovers, can strongly be in a mental space of saying, well, there's definitely a lot of options that we can take here. It's not just one direction. It's not just one avenue. There's so many different ways that something can take. And so they may be feeling a pressure or even a little bit of frustration that way of not being sure exactly what's going to work. But the Ace of Wands is like this passion, this excitement, this desire to create an opportunity to make something happen. So thinking about connecting with you, thinking about creating a sense of flow, value, and opportunity, thinking about the ways that they can get something to create some momentum here between the two of you, and feeling a strong sense of passion, excitement, and desire for you as well. So let us see what the Romance Angel card is. We have two that flipped the same way down. So we'll see if one wants to come out itself. We have the card Finances and Career. This is a card that wants to create some sort of stability or to look at the stability between the two of you. We don't want something to be difficult. We don't want something to be an issue. That's that Eight of Pentacles. We want something to work out. We want something that creates a strong sense of flow. We also have radio silence energy coming forward, so they can be feeling some sort of difficulty around communication, wanting to create an opportunity of change. Unhealed wounds, they could feel some silence here about the things that the two of you have yet to speak about. If I got one thing right, it was you and me that comes forward with a reassurance about the connection, even though they're not quite sure what to do or how to make something move forward. They're like, you know, at least we have this spark, this desire, this Ace of Wands to connect, to make something happen. I Can't Stop Wondering with You comes forward with the Magician, the passion, the desire, the excitement here for yourself. And then I look at your photos can also come forward with that Magician energy there as well as the Ace of Wands. This passion for you, right? This desire for you, this longing for you can come forward here through looking at the photos there as well. So that's what I would say here when it comes to this combination. If anybody is interested in having a personal reading here today, check out the website, temperanceandsage.com. We are doing the live personal readings here right now. And this will be last call to last call to have a personal reading here today if you are interested in having a personal reading done. Alrighty, let's go ahead here with personal reading order number 800. 800, you'd like to know, what are their true feelings for you? Let us see. Alrighty, so even though we do have the Ace of Cups coming forward here, there's a very free-flowing energy with the rest of the cards. The Ace of Cups can feel a genuine point of love or emotion towards you, but we don't really see a lot of stability coming forward here, which can say that it is maybe more of a like a free-flowing love, a very youthful love, a very freeing type of loving energy, but it's not necessarily something that's rooted out of time, right? Like, I love you because we have 20 years of history, right? It's not necessarily that sort of energy. It seems like it's really much more on the surface, even though we do have depth to it with this Ace of Cups. The Page of Swords is a very curious card, but it doesn't come forward with depth. It's surface level energy. We're trying to observe to see what's happening. The idea of the Knight of Swords is from step A to step B, not step Z. We are not going the entire alphabet. We're just a quick burst of energy, which can say it's a little bit more of like rose-colored glasses love, or honeymoon stage love, or kind of like a naive or youthful or kind of free-flowing love, right? Then when we also have the Fool energy coming forward, the Fool's not actually even looking where they're going. It's very much on the surface level in terms of emotions. And so we get into this place of being, kind of lacking the depth again when it comes to the energy. We also have the Hanged Man, which is still in a state of observation. And so that energy also comes forward into a place of being kind of lacking depth. And then the Nine of Swords comes forward in this space of worry or anxiety, which can say the reason that they don't go into a depth energy is because they feel an anxious state when it comes to feeling emotion or feeling connection to you. So there could be some sort of triggering aspect around love or around emotion that they just don't really dive in deeper to. So I would say their true state of feelings here when it comes to you is a very surface level emotional state of love. Very curious to see it grow, but it's coming forward as a grow with time as it comes rather than an active pursuit of it. But there is a bit of anxiety that comes forward here when it comes to the idea of growing deeper in terms of emotions, which again may say why they don't really allow more to come forward is because they're just kind of bobbing on the surface level and it feels comfortable. So let's go ahead and see, where's the number one? Let's go ahead and see what are their true intentions. All right. So their intentions are to not have something that's going to be destroyed. They're not really saying, I intend to have a marriage or I intend to have a long-standing loving relationship. The idea coming forward here with these double tens, 10 of swords or the 10 of wands, basically comes forward and saying, I want to be successful against any sort of painful endings and successful against any sort of difficulty that feels really heavy. We don't want a burdenous connection. We don't want a heavy connection. We just want something that feels free-flowing, feels very fun, feels very light. We don't want something that's going to feel weighed down. And with the Tower energy coming forward here as well, we realize where something could be built up only for it to collapse. And we want to avoid that. We want something that feels very hopeful here with the Star. We want something that feels exciting. We want something that can allow vulnerabilities to expand without being, in a difficult manner. And that Six of Wands comes forward in a place of saying, I want to be able to have this excitement. I want to be able to have this opportunity of moving forward. I want to be able to, succeed in terms of the opportunities here. And the Seven of Pentacles is giving things time to then move forward for more. So it seems like they're coming forward here as their intentions are to just kind of build up and allow time to move forward and to avoid any sort of difficulties that could possibly come ahead, because we really just want to see something come forward in a space that is valued, in a space that feels exciting, in a space that kind of has the opportunities to grow rather than in any sort of difficult situation. So really, their only intentions here are to avoid difficulties, avoid issues, avoid downfalls, and to be confident about building up for tomorrow, but giving things every day at a time to move forward, rather than being something that is going to guarantee a lifetime, or they're not thinking that far ahead. They're just kind of like in the one step at a time as it comes. Let's see it move forward, right? That's kind of how I see this energy coming forward here today. So if anybody is interested in having a personal reading here today, it needs to be in before I'm done this next reading, or else I will go ahead and close down here for the day. So if anybody is interested in having a personal reading here today, check out the website, temperanceandsage.com. It needs to be in here before I finish this next reading in order for it to be done on this live, else it will be done tomorrow. So let's go ahead here with 802. 802, you'd like to know, does KM think the two of you are truly over? Let us see. So I wouldn't necessarily say that they think that it's truly over, but it does look like they are more focused on the difficulties between the two of you rather than the opportunities and successes. This energy comes forward in a very strong space of issues. The Five of Wands talks about conflict, it talks about pushback, it talks about where things are lacking a sense of flow and lacking a sense of opportunity, and just kind of come forward in general here in a held back energy. And then the Nine of Wands also talks about this space that comes forward in a restrictive energy, where things lack flow, where things lack opportunity, where things kind of just feel a little bit more like I can't make it happen, rather than looking towards the betterment of tomorrow. And so both of these cards kind of give the uphill battle sort of feeling, rather than looking towards where an opportunity can come forward. And the Queen of Swords says that they're kind of in a logical standpoint in view, or they're just kind of looking at things in terms of the mind and rather than the heart. It can be also they're very focused on a particular avenue as well, and that makes things difficult. Instead of looking at things bird's eye view, they're very much just looking at things, here's what's right in front of me and here's the limitation. So that can be difficult as well. So I don't see them seeing things as truly over, but they are definitely a lot more focused on where things could go wrong instead of looking at where things could go right. So that's what I would say. So I am going to go ahead and change it over here now for tomorrow. So if anybody is interested in having a personal reading, check out my website, temperanceandsage.com. That is the absolute only place that you can have a personal reading done. If you're interested in having a personal reading, go ahead and check out the website. But that's what we've got going on here for today. So thank you everybody for allowing me to do your readings here and joining me for the live. I hope you have a lovely last little bit here of the weekend, and perhaps I will see you another day. See you guys.